Hello and welcome to a new video on how to create image sizes for any theme. So we have the 2016 active, so we create the image sizes for this theme. So let's go to the picture crop settings page and let's do first, actually we create a child theme, so let's download or install for the 2017, so we just can copy the files. So let's copy and paste it, then we adjust the name here, 16 child, which is recommended from WordPress child. So let's see, we don't need these two. So let's investigate the style sheet. We delete it so it's clear, and here we change to 16. Oh, 16. Yeah, and here we just can copy it. So yeah, so we know. Alright, that's fine. Save it, and now we have here the functions PHP, and here style sheet is enqueued, so that's fine. So let's activate it. Going back here, appearance, and yeah, let's activate it. So now we've done with that. So let's see how a post looks like here. Alright, that's fine. Let's just investigate the dimension here which is used. Here we've got 840 pixels in the width, so just we know. So let's go to picture crop here. Now let's create the configuration, which is already created. We just investigate it shortly. We want the images to be stored in the images folder. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. So we create the configuration file for the post type images. So let's create it. Then we can edit it here. Post thumbnail, featured post thumbnail, because we want, this is the featured image, we want to adjust this first. So let's say the source is 840 and the height we want it to be resizable. Yeah, that's good. The source set we define 840, so we can choose this image here, the source. So it's just one created for both, which is fine. And here we change, yes, let's say 550. Sorry for this. So 550, and the sources we don't want it now, for now, so that's fine. So let's remove the content image configurations. So now it's cool here. Now update the file. Let's going back. So in order to create the images, we can do it on the settings here. we can here choose just create the images task and run the task. So, but for demo or for development, I think it's just better we just change the image. So let's change it and update it. And if we view the post, we've got our image with the picture element. Let's look. Yeah, picture element and our defined sizes here. That's cool. So we can change the height how we want it, which is what we wanted. Yeah, that's good. What now, or what I don't like in the 16 theme is on the block list, we've got the same image, and which is really tall for me. So yeah, also if we investigate in the archive and whatever, the list image, I tell them list image. I want it to be just say not that tall. So let's adjust this. So for this we have to investigate the theme. Let's doing a search on the 2016 theme for the post thumbnail function. So let's do in the search, and we see it's in the template text PHP. It's a 2016 post thumbnail defined. So if it's a singular image, it uses the post thumbnail, and here it adds a link and the post thumbnail, which is fine. So let's change here to not post thumbnail. Let's say we want the list image here. Or no, sorry. We want do it in our child theme. Let's just copy this function and adding it in our function PHP. So we can adjust it here. Let's say we want a list size. Save it, and if we going back here doing something, so it shows the defaults again because we don't have defined sizes for the list key. So let's do it. Going to our post PHP file here, and we define, or we just copy this. Not the whole, we are featured like this. Paste it, comma, and rename it to list. And on the list we want a height defined. So let's say 300, and here let's say a bit taller, 450. So we see the difference. But I wanted this, so that's good. That's good. Update file. Going to our post, changing the image. Let's take this here. Update. Now we're creating the images. Let's investigate it, how it looks. Here is the pic. And then if we go to the list, we've got this here, which is not that tall. So we have two different images, actually. We can resize, crop it, how we want it. So yeah, that's cool. So now, small problem with the source set, or no problem, it's the way it works in Chrome, is that actually here we should see a taller image. So let's see if we here disable cache, refresh, and now here we have the taller image. So the problem here is I've got here the article, I think it's here, yeah. It's a feature, not a bug. Chrome does not switch the size because Chrome already has a larger image in cache. So there is no need to download new data of the same image. That's with the source set. So, but if we really want to rely on this, we can do it with the sources. So let's add some sources here. I just create here page, so we can just copy it. Sources copy. Going back to the post. Let's do or add some sources here. So let's add a source. We just need one, so we can leave this here. And now we want it, the type, it's not needed here, but I want, yeah, we don't need it. We could define JPEG. Sizes, we don't need it. If you are unsure here what to add or how it's set up, there's a lot in the internet about this. So let's define the media. Let's say we want, yeah, I have to look it up again. Here, yeah, media. We say a minimum width. So let's add this minimum width. We want it 550, and then show me here if it's the same kind of image like JPEG. We can just define here again the source, so it just creates one image or uses the same image. So there's also no resizing or cropping for that if you want this, or you could create another image and define the size again. So then on the minimum width, let's add this. And let's create another source for the smaller image. So here we say max width, and let's give me this image here. So we can define it source set, and then we need to point to here 550. So 0.550 width. So it takes this again. So that looks good. So let's update it. Let's oh, yeah, here we've got an error. You see, we've got an error in the picture crop post. That's we made here an error. So you need to be careful here. So sources, that's fine. That's fine. Here, yeah, we need here a comma. So you really need to be careful about this, but that's good now. You see it. So let's edit and change the featured image so that the new sizes gets generated. Update, and we view the post. Here is still the big image, and if we go to the list, we've got here the smaller image in its height, and if we investigate it, we've got now the sources. So let's check it if that's working. Big, small, big. Yeah, perfect. That's how we want it. So that's how we want it. So just to say here, if a browser does not support the sources, it just takes the source set here images. If the browser still does not support source set, it just takes the source. So the source needs to be always defined as a fallback. So that's cool. We could even here expand it or add more sources. Let's say we wanted other sources for WebP formats, so we could add here type image WebP, and here not forget comma, and here same image WebP. And I think you needed to define it first, the WebP, so it takes them first. Better to, yeah. And here, we need here to adjust, because here are JPEG images, so we need to set it here, because it's another image format, so it can't use the same image here, because it's another format, WebP. So we need it to do here the same. Yeah, so that's fine. So let's update it. Let's go into the post, edit, let's up or use another picture. So update, let's investigate it. Here, let's investigate it, our network, and see. Yeah, now it takes the WebP Chrome. So it's in size, it's really small, which is good, so that's cool. So another browser, Firefox does not support WebP, I think, so it uses just a JPEG. So yeah, I think we covered almost everything about the featured image. So in the next video we will go and change changing some other images, such as, let's investigate it shortly, let's say the media image here, let's view it. Yeah, we going to change this, because yeah, we'll do it in the next video. Bye.